What's the best goal Norwich scored in 2024? Who's been the best player in 2024 for the Canaries, and what's been the standout moment of the year? Those are the questions we're putting to our panel this week on Where Canaries Walk. Welcome back, Oliver, Cillian, and Jacob. It's our last podcast of the year, so we are up for it. What a year it's been for Norwich. Some great football played, Oliver. We won't mention the Ellen Road game, but other than that, have you generally enjoyed Norwich this year?
Yeah, it's been a roller coaster this year. Like you said, game against Leeds last season, this season, it's just been so up and down, and I have loved it. I've loved it. Always love supporting my club, and this year it's just been classic old Norwich City.
Right, let's jump straight into it, shall we? Then we're looking for the best goal scored Norwich City in this calendar year. Jacob, have you got a good one for us? I mean,
probably for the memory,
Nunez
against Ipswich. I know it took a deflection, but that moment was just magical for all Norwich fans, getting the win over them as well. Definitely the best.
Okay. Cillian?
For me, I mean, there's some great goals, but I do think Sainz' second goal against Middlesbrough this season was a cracking goal and an important goal for us.
Yeah, he's scored some worldies, hasn't he, this season? Yeah. Oliver, can you add to this debate?
I'm going to go for Sarah against Rotherham. I mean, that was crazy, that. And Sarah's got so many good goals. I think his one against Swansea as well, that was just... He was so good.
Brilliant. Let us know in the comments below if they've missed any. We're looking now for the best player of 2024. Who's been the one? I mean, they not play for you anymore, of course. You can pick players that did it for you last year. Let's start with you, Oliver.
Yeah, I'm going to go for Gabriel Sara. He was influential. He really sort of stepped up his game. You knew what you would get from him. He was a playmaker. He sort of did everything really. And yeah, I think we regret selling him still. I wouldn't have sold him, and I think it's a big miss.
Cillian?
Yeah, there's quite a few. I mean, obviously Kenny won our player of the season last season, but I do agree with Oliver. I think Sarah is something special and a real great ambassador for the club while he was with us.
Absolutely. Jacob?
I'm going to have to go for Gabriel Sara as well. He's just amazing. It was a heartbreak to let him go, obviously, but for that money, the owners couldn't resist it. The goals he scored, like example, against Swansea was just magical. I kind of expected that to be his last goal. And yeah, that's what I've got to say, Gabriel Sara.
Okay, brilliant. Finally, then, the standout moment in 2024. This could be a footballing one, or it could be an off the field one for you. What's been the moment where you've gone, yes? You could hardly contain your emotions. Cillian, you start this one off for us.
Yeah, I mean, I think I'm going to pick one that maybe others wouldn't agree with because I know he gets a lot of stick, but I think George Long's penalty save against Middlesbrough. I know it wasn't a particularly good penalty, but to save any penalty and the timing of that in the match, I think was a very exciting moment. The spirit in Carrow Road that day was phenomenal when that happened.
Yeah, brilliant. Oliver?
It's difficult because I would go for that 1-0 win versus Ipswich, of course, but I think Sainz' goal against Liverpool, that was really special. Seeing that against such a big team, that was sort of him just starting to really show his ability.
Yeah, brilliant. Jacob?
I'm going to go for an off-the-pitch one, and that would be doing my first away game for Norwich City, which would be against Leicester. We lost the game 3-1, but it was a great day out going by train, experiencing it, which did lead to me going to more this season. So I hope that's something I continue in future years.
Okay. All right. Finally, then, any shout-outs and thank yous that we want to do to anyone personally or across the club for their time dedication in 2024? The floor is yours. Do we want to say thank you to Delia and Michael?
Obviously, but I think there's one today, especially it's Brian Gunn's 61st birthday, so I'd like to wish Brian a happy birthday. One of our legends.
I think Pete the Kitman as well, bit of a legend for us. Yeah, kept spirit high. So I think so.
No one going to shout out Delia? No. No, Delia. No, no one's going to say thank you to Delia. Okay, very good. We got one in the end. All right, Perfect. And also, we want to say a massive thank you, of course, to everyone of you watching. We've started this back in August with these guys and others, and there's a lot of patience needed for growing any new channel discussing football because there's so many of them. But we want to say a genuine and heartfelt thank you to all of you that have continued along the journey supporting us. We massively enjoy making the content for you. We know there's Talk Norwich City, which are huge and are very impressive. And of course, we listen to all their content, but we were very grateful if you could just drop us a subscribe and follow our journey as along the way as well. 20 minutes every single week, reviewing every single Norwich game with a smile on our faces. We appreciate you doing that. Listen, all three of you have a fantastic new year, whatever you're up to, and we'll see you on the other side of it as we approach the FA Cup games. Thank you very much. Have a wonderful, wonderful rest of 2024. We'll see you in 2025. Have a good one.